The following is the National Back to School Address by the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, Minister of Education, Science and Technology.
Good evening, Bahamas. I am thankful for this opportunity to address you to commemorate the start of the 2015-2016 school year. Over the last 2 years, we have seen consistent, steady improvement in our educational system. These improvements did not happen overnight, and it's only through a strong commitment from stakeholders and citizens working together that we continue building a stronger Bahamas for our future. This June, we had the esteemed privilege of hosting the 19th Conference of Commonwealth Education Ministers right here in the Bahamas. I was prompted to reflect on the statement that, and I quote, "Education is a key constituent for human growth and development," close quote. This universally accepted truth is a clear reminder that there is a direct correlation between the level of education of individual citizens and the prosperity of a nation. What this means for us is that a stronger and more prosperous Bahamas must be a more educated Bahamas, a more modern Bahamas. It is against this backdrop that my team and I at the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology in 2012 embarked on an aggressive plan to make our educational system more relevant for our students and more in line with our country's national development goals. I'm encouraged that our policies and programs are beginning to have an impact, and we have seen improved academic performance in each of the past 2 years. We still have a long way to go, however. It is a slow but ongoing process that requires a shared approach to education and constant political will with the involvement of all citizens, a deeper level of accountability throughout the system, and a renewed commitment from all parents. In essence, education must be a core value for each and every Bahamian citizen. Prime Minister Christie has stated that, and I quote, "Education, not money, is a cure for poverty, and likewise, education, not jails, is the solution for crime." It is through education that we can reach our full potential individually and collectively. The only way we can truly empower ourselves is through education. Our citizens, particularly our students, must realize that human development will be the means by which our country will sustain itself. Our youth are our future, but we must invest in them today. We must put the necessary resources in place to guarantee their success, as our future as individuals and as a nation depends on it. The Ministry of Education, Science and Technology has made significant improvements to the delivery of education. We have placed a greater emphasis on utilizing research methods and data to minimize the number of kids who traditionally fall through the cracks, thereby holding teachers, administrators, and parents more accountable. We will continue on this mission until we yield our desired results, and that is to give every child the best chance of success. There is no question that the Bahamian educational system is moving in the right direction. Here in the Bahamas, we are working to cultivate a culture from preschool to tertiary school that fosters lifelong learning. The bedrock of learning, which is preschool education, is where the change begins. We have committed to the preschool expansion program throughout the Bahamas to increase access to quality preschools. We must make certain that a foundation of learning is secured so that children will be equipped with the skills and knowledge necessary for an easy transition to first grade. In our primary schools, we must ensure that no child is left behind. We now have a mechanism that identifies students who may learn differently, and we have developed intervention strategies to give them the tools and skills they need to have a positive classroom experience. In September 2014, for the first time in our country's history, we embarked on standardizing high school graduation. The Bahamas High School Diploma has revolutionized high school education in our public schools. It has been far too long that 50% of our 12th grade students do not graduate. We had to take action. The new graduation requirement demands that if a student is to graduate with a diploma from a public high school, they must attain 4 subjects in the Bahamas Junior Certificate Examinations, maintain a cumulative grade point average of 2.0 over the last 3 years of high school, complete 30 hours of unpaid community services during grades 10 and 11, complete 20 hours of job readiness training, maintain 90% or higher attendance and punctuality during grades 10 through 12. And all parents are required to participate in a minimum of 3 parent-teacher conferences between grades 10 and 12. It is our goal and our hope that the Bahamas High School Diploma will substantially increase the number of youth and adults who have the relevant skills, including technical and vocational skills, to gain meaningful employment and start entrepreneurial ventures. This year, we have also had an overwhelming increase in the number of students who took the BJC examinations. We have now mandated that every student in the country take at least 4 BJCs before they leave the 9th grade as a minimum requirement to graduate. This year, at the BJC level, we had the largest number of grades awarded to A and D when compared to the last 15 to 20 years. This shows slow but steady progress. The improved results from this year is a testament not only to our hardworking students, but also to the incredible support provided by our educators, administrators, parents, guardians, and mentors. I believe that we will continue to see steady improvement, and the best is yet to come. This academic year, the Ministry of Education has partnered with the College Board Advanced Placement Program to offer advanced placement or AP courses to academically strong students in several public senior high schools. These students will have preferred scholarship opportunities, they can fast-track their college years, and they will be exempt from taking many of the first-year college degree courses. Over the past 3 years, we have increased scholarship funding from $13 million to $21 million. Said another way, in 3 years, we have increased scholarship funding by nearly 62%. This is an investment in our youth now and their future, another way in which we are building a stronger Bahamas. We have substantially increased the scholarship opportunities available to public school students, and I remain resolute in ensuring equity in scholarship opportunities for public schools. This year saw over 30 students from the public school system earn full scholarships to colleges in the US and Canada based on partnership agreements we have with these institutions. American colleges and universities are now knocking on our door to offer scholarships to our public school students. I have had more requests for courtesy calls from leaders of American universities than ever before. At the tertiary level, we are improving our tertiary education system in the Bahamas by investing in our post-secondary institutions so that talent can be further developed right here at home. To keep up with the demand for workers with technical and vocational skills, we have increased funding for the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute, where we have seen an increase in enrollment of 35% over the past 3 years. BTVI will receive an additional investment of over $6 million this academic year, which includes a new classroom block of 8 classes. As a premier technical and vocational education facility in the country, BTVI provides and continues to provide value to our many students, exposing them to cutting-edge developments in a world that is technologically savvy. We are working together to build a modern Bahamas. Later this year, the College of the Bahamas will transition to the University of the Bahamas, and it is building capacity in academic program development, institutional effectiveness, infrastructure, and national development leadership. The government of the Bahamas will invest more than $23 million to strengthen and expand the university's operations, including improvements in research and academics, a more vibrant campus life, sustainable financial management, and more service-oriented culture. The University of the Bahamas will be an institution of higher education, research, and innovation, and it will be an institution that treasures its culture and its history. This is how we build a stronger Bahamas. As the son of a former educator, I have a special love and regard for teachers. Growing up, I had the opportunity to witness firsthand the commitment and sacrifices my mother made to ensure that her students were given the best. I want to thank all of our primary, secondary, and tertiary school teachers, administrators, and aides for their unselfish dedication to students across the length and breadth of our beautiful and beloved country. Especially those who continue to go above and beyond the call of duty out of sheer passion for their profession, love for their students, and patriotism for our country. I applaud all who truly love what they do, because teachers who love teaching teach children to love learning. I want to address all parents and guardians. Research clearly indicates that having loving and nurturing parents is the most important factor in a child's academic success. Contrary to popular belief, it doesn't matter where a child lives, how much money their parents make, their race, or their color. What matters most is how much they are loved and valued, and how the child feels with the love they receive from their parents. So parents, continue to breathe positive energy into your children. Provide them with the foundation to be confident, outgoing students who are not afraid to express themselves and think outside of the box. I wish to thank those parents, guardians, and mentors who take a keen interest in their children's education and who motivate and inspire the best in them. Please continue to encourage your children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and neighbors to take education seriously. Your involvement is key to their success. We cannot build a stronger Bahamas without you. And last, but by no means least, to all students, as you begin the 2015-2016 academic year, I ask you to recognize the sacrifices that are made on a daily basis in the educational system for your benefit. Never ever doubt your potential and the confidence that I have in your ability to succeed. I therefore ask that you respect your administrators, teachers, and school staff, who in many cases go above and beyond the call of duty. You must also respect your fellow students, and above all, respect yourselves. Stay focused and give yourselves the successful future you deserve. Choose to be a success. Understand the importance of a quality education to provide you with a better life and a bright future. Help us build a stronger Bahamas together. My fellow Bahamians, remember, education is everyone's business, and it still takes a village to raise a child. Education is still a shared commitment between dedicated teachers, motivated students, and enthusiastic parents with high expectations. Thank you for your time, and have a great school year. God bless you, and God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Thank you for watching the National Back to School Address by the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, Minister of Education, Science and Technology. To keep abreast of all that is happening with the Ministry and Department of Education, join us on social media. On Facebook, search for the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology Bahamas. On Instagram, search for Ministry of Education Bahamas. And on Twitter, search Bahamas MOEST. Stay tuned for Changing the Face of Public School Education, a documentary produced by Beverly Curry.